What's up, you guys? It's 3 Stacks. I'm super hyped to bring the Darklords to you. As promised, I know it's a little late because it's midnight, but I still wanted to try to get it through today. Well, technically it's tomorrow, but still. The deck is super fun. It's so fun, it's addictive. I'm really happy with it. I'm beyond satisfied with my build, so I'm going to show you guys how I'm running it. Of course, typically I tend to make my builds outside the box. I try to stay innovative, and I want you guys to do the same, so let's just hop right into this. We're running 3 Yugioh. She kind of just explains herself. You have to have 3, not just for the drop power, but what she does for you. She sets you up. And then 3 Superbia. This is the best Darklord in the deck. He's not once per turn. You can do all kinds of broken Archlord Christia loops with him. Rank 8 plays, rank 10 plays. He actually makes a lot of your XYZ plays, so he's just clutch. Then 3 Nastin. Nastin is the only Darklord that actually just gets itself out. Can you try to get a little closer for me? So pretty much all the Darklords, you're gonna need Superbia to summon them, but Nastin, he gets himself out by himself with his own effect. So I like having him at 3. You could try 2, but 3 has been doing justice for me. He's just really good. And then 2 Douchebag. Douchebag's broken. Back it up a little bit for me. So when you run out of your Ixos, you're gonna be using Douchebag to discard him, another Darklord card, add Ixo from your graveyard back to your hand. Or you can use Douchebag, ditch him, and like let's say Darklord Rebellion, and add him back to your hand just to get Rebellion in the grave. So there's a lot of ways you can abuse the Douchebag. I like him a lot, and also he's a 1 tribute Darklord, so you can tribute your own Christia so that you can special summon an OTK. And then we're running double Zerato, 1 Taz. I just call him Taz, like Tasmanian Devil, because Taz blah blah blah. I don't know how to say that. And 1 Morningstar. The comebacks are real with this guy. The fact that he can't be targeted while you control another Darklord just means that it's even harder to get over him. So like if you have him on board, right, and you have another Darklord and you have this guy in hand, naturally he can't be targeted or destroyed by battle or card effects. So it's really clutch. And Zerato, I use my Superbias for Zerato a lot. Like naturally I'm just going for Superbia and Zerato all the time for blow up, Raigeki your opponent's field, and then go into a rank 8. And sometimes I go into Yugioh just to make rank 10 plays. Nastin, I naturally just make rank 7s with him by himself. And I actually do have the ability to make rank 6s with the Douche because of Superbia. So like Superbia really is like my favorite Darklord, honestly, no lie. And then 2 Archlord Christia, just to lock your opponent out. You can summon her pretty easy the natural way through her effect just by having 4 fairies and then recycling an Yugioh when you special summon her. Or you can trade her in, use Superbia to special summon her on your opponent's turn by shuffling Contact of the Darklords. And now 1 Phantom of Chaos, because a lot of your Darklords, you actually just discard them, so you don't summon a lot of them. So why not just summon this guy, banish any of them, and then gain their effect. And then spells, we've got triple banishment, triple contact, kind of just self-explanatory. They're just the best spells. And then 3 allure, 3 trade-in. Yeah, I do know that I have the Destiny Soldiers prints of both of these, but at least they're supers. I am grateful that this entire deck's core is all hollow, all foil. No commons, like 0. I don't even like commons. And then the Upstart, Soul Charge. It's easy to dig for your 1-ofs. And then 1 Twin Twisters. The traps, I like this a lot. Triple Reckless. So naturally, your draw power is all 2 for 2 exchanges. Essentially, Reckless is playing 1 card to draw 2, so it is a +1. And you draw so many cards that you end up running into more than 1 Reckless. So like you can Reckless, Reckless again, allures, trade-ins. Naturally, you run into the 3rd Reckless, and then you just duck through almost all your deck. It's really good. And then double Rebellion, 1 Enchantment, and 1 Vanities. So things I would definitely do to change the main deck are probably, if I want to take this to the competitive scene, I might, you know, put strikes or warnings in. Let's hop into this extra deck. So I'm running the Spiders, 2 7 Sins and 2 Pain Gainer. I'm not running the other Spider. I kind of just like these guys. These are just my personal choice. And then 1 Super Dora. I didn't have room for Gustav, the one that burns for 2,000. If I did, well, I could make room, but I just didn't want to. And then triple Lancelot. This guy is a staple because you have to save at least 2 of these for the Spider engines that I run, because I run 2 of each. So you want to drop this, drop that, drop this, drop that. I want to be able to use 7 Sins twice and Pain Gainer twice. That's where I run 3 Lancelot. And then the 3rd one is just kind of to attack directly for game, you know, pop stuff, negate stuff. Then next is the Galaxy engine. This first engine that I showed you actually does break boards. Like the Pain Gainer and the 7 Sins are able to break boards, and this Galaxy engine is also able to break boards. You can steal a monster. If the monster is an XYZ, drop this, use this, pop a card, drop that, attack 2 monsters, and then attack directly. You just broke a whole board off of one rank 8. It's crazy. So this deck can make or break boards like just nobody's business. Titanic Galaxy, Draco Sack, Beatrice. Beatrice is here. When you make your rank 6, you want it to be worth it, so Beatrice is perfect. You make her. During the player's turn, you can send Rebellion, Enchantment, Contact, or Banishment to the grave, and then use Nastin, Ichil, any of your Dark Lord's effects to shuffle a spell or trap in the back into the deck, apply its effect. So Beatrice basically sets you up for that. Like, it's incredible. Let's say that, where is my girl at? Or my dude. Let's say you have Nastin, right? You use Beatrice, use her effect, and let's say your opponent has a monster you want. You send Enchantment from your deck to your grave. And then you use his effect, apply its effect, shuffle it back. So that's why Beatrice is so good in this deck. And also, if she happens to die, you just bring out Virgil. Naturally, they're going to destroy her carefree. They don't really care about playing around her, because they're going to assume that you're not going to run a target for her, because this isn't a Burning Abyss deck. That's when you just bring out the Virgil, kind of just to throw him off. And you can draw a card if he dies. And he's 25 body, so, you know, it's nice. It kind of just maximizes on all of your cards. Like, I really don't want to miss out on anything. The extra deck, I might do a little tweaking on it, but I'm really satisfied with my build currently. There's a couple cards that I can run that everybody else runs, but this is a build that I came up on my own, and I like it a lot. Like, I'm really satisfied with it. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. If you guys are Darklord fans, I totally understand. Man, especially for the fans who were there before Darklords actually were a deck, like back when it was Asmodeus, Ada, Ere, Superbia, you know, the old school Darklords and Zerados. Like, man, I'm glad that Konami is doing a good job bringing back old decks and making them relevant again. Like, it's phenomenal. Like, absolutely phenomenal. Just kidding. You guys be safe. Thank you so much for the support and the love. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more. Peace.